There's a new comedy podcast over on Earwolf, and it's a big one. Voyage to the Stars is like a science fiction sitcom for your ears. They started with a great script and handed it to a bunch of funny people from TV shows like The Good Place and Key and Peele and let them improvise. Here's the gist. A crew of misfits boards an alien spaceship and winds up on the wrong side of the universe. Each episode they try to get back home. It's funny stuff, so be sure to check it out. Just look up Voyage to the Stars in your podcast app and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Hey everybody, welcome to Ginormous Dabs Will Heal, suggested by Kyle Gorell on Patreon because he is a member of the 420 Club, and here are some of our new rewards. You can get early access to our pre-taped episodes, exclusive access to Doing Doug with Dabs, where I hang out with Alicia and Taylor after doing 2 shows, and then we continue to do more dabs and talk about whatever. A signed blue card. I'll actually sign it, and we'll send it to you just for signing up. And you also get access to our pre-show live stream that we do in front of the live shows, which you are watching an episode of, even though this is the pre-tape part. It's complicated. Make sure you become a 420 Club member on Patreon, patreon.com/gettingdoug. And I'm putting this signature on this blue card right now. Someone's going to get that one for signing up. Doug plugs. I'm doing the Doug Loves Movies podcast this Saturday at Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina at 420. And then I'll be back here in Los Angeles doing the Doug Loves Movies show on Tuesday, February 26th at the UCB Theater. For all of my dates, go to douglovesmovies.com and enjoy the show. Blast off! Here we are, back in this basement with a live episode and a live doggy. A live doggy with his brand new owner, Ben Gleib, and joining us for the first time is Tone Bell, everybody.
All right.
It's happening. Tone confessed right before that we got going on this that he has not ever smoked weed on camera.
That is
true.
As my lawyer puts it, yes. Like,
well, it's a smart time for him to do it. He's promoting a network sitcom. That's the time to do drugs on camera in front of everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's not,
not a drug.
Let's not call it drugs.
And in the great state of California, this is fine. And I hope my mom sees this so people know I'm no punk. I look forward to forgetting most of this and having to rewatch it. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, and you look good.
It's 19 minutes
good.
after the hour.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, the Blazer game is always good.
Thank you.
What's this dog's name again?
His name is
Henry?
Henry Horse Forlong, or Henry Hippo. Henry
I love
Winkler.
it.
Oh, Henry Winkler.
But
down
it's
with
time to
Winkler.
smoke. We should
get him offset.
We should put him aside.
We're gonna smoke, so we're gonna put you away from that, okay? Because you're far too young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put him somewhere where it's safe.
I'll see you in an hour,
nearby.
and I'm gonna enjoy petting you so much more soon. Okay.
Man, I want to see this contact high. I want to see him not get out 20 minutes just like spread eagle.
Well, Ben says he's only had the dog for a week and he hasn't smoked around the dog at all. So I want to keep him as pristine as possible for a while. Look at the way he's
Turn
looking
up,
at
pup.
us.
That's what I say.
Will he get?
You know what I always say?
Will he start to cry being left in there, or is he going to be cool?
So far, he's cool.
So far. Wow, you should also have a baby, because that's sometimes they just stay cool.
I'm not a psychic, Doug.
Some babies never get around to crying.
It's like I don't know anything about what he's gonna do.
We've had for a
He
week.
didn't tell you beforehand?
Does he bark?
He does sometimes bark if he has things to bark at, but if everybody's already in the room, I feel like he's gonna be good.
Yeah, there's nothing new being introduced to bark
Nothing new. No, if you guys release mice, he probably would freak out. Do you do that?
I do. No, but
Did you say release
now I
mice?
want to.
Now you want to. Dude, do it
I'd love
next
to
time.
watch a dog in a cage have to deal with those rats all over the room, but the dog is stuck in this cage.
Oh my God.
Where do you go where people just release mice sometimes?
Dude, I don't like to talk about it on camera.
You brought the mice out?
I believed you. That's what kind of an actor you are. You brought the mice out, and I thought somebody walked in with a mouse.
Just in a tennis ball can?
You could probably fit 3 mice in a tennis ball can.
I mean,
Well, now we're late for the 420.
oh,
But
Sorry, damn
that's
it.
all right. It happens. I'm already high, so that's part of why I didn't really wasn't too concerned about it.
That's lucky for you.
But we've loaded all the pipes on the table with some sativa called Sponge Cake.
okay.
So go ahead and try whichever one you want if that's your jam. Also, we have indica standing by called Ghost Rider OG.
I'm going to go with the...
If you want that sort of thing. But you guys have stuff to do today, right?
This is a sativa?
Nope, this is it.
You cleared the decks? Your
is all the
schedule
stuff.
is free?
This is all my stuff.
You know what I have to do? I have to go home and edit. So I will be undoing every decision I've made, making the reel 12 times longer, and annoying the editor to a huge degree.
What are you making a reel for?
I did a show called the Telethon for America, and we're submitting for the Webby Awards, like a highlight reel of it.
Right.
Tone was going to be
was
on it, but
supposed
he
to be in
was
it.
stuck on his TV show.
I was stuck on a television show that I star in on Thursday nights at 9:30 called Fam. What?
On CBS.
That's
and he
crazy.
he couldn't come hang with Charlize Theron and Natalie Portman because he has to promote his thing, you know?
He did not tell me that they were there.
Yeah. Well,
I thought I was doing something with a buddy. He didn't tell me all these people were going to be there.
How'd you get those ladies to be there?
it
I
was,
just,
I
I
don't
just
even
watched
know.
Atomic Blonde. I would have loved to have been there.
It was insane. We had like 95 celebrities on it. We had Charlize Theron, Jane Fonda, Chelsea Handler, Natalie Portman, Amy Schumer, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ray Romano, Dr. Phil, Larry King. It was bananas. Telethon for America.
Who wasn't there?
You can see it. Tone Bell. Doug Benson wasn't there.
Everybody
those
else
are
was
the two.
there.
Yeah, at least Tone got invited.
Listen, that might be so.
You might have
Man, that was
invited
the wrong
me.
sound
I think I
effect.
did
That
invite
was
you,
the wrong
actually,
sound
man.
effect.
Was it on a weekend? I'm out of town every weekend.
Let's say yes.
Should have been shots fired.
Let's say it was a weekend. I was
Should have
out
been
of
shots
town.
fired. Well, Doug, can I tell you something?
I would love for you to tell me a lot of things because
It's
we're here to
working.
watch you be high and talk to us about your experience with marijuana. Like, what's your high history? How'd you get started?
I got my own high history.
Man, that
That
caught me
happens
off
sometimes. Just ignore it.
No, there's no way I'm going to ignore that. My first time, can I tell you about my first time smoking?
Yeah, that's what I think I asked.
yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
So I was 15. We were trying to go, this is crazy. I was in Mississippi for a family reunion, and we were trying to go to, like, me and my cousins who were everybody from like 15 to 30, we're trying to go to a bowling alley, but it's like fucking Mississippi. So we actually got put out being like, there are too many black people. We can't let all of you bowl at the same time. We were like, for real? It's 97. It's 1997. We can't bowl. So it was like, fuck it. So we went, my cousins and I went, 20 of us went and got a, oh man, I'm spilling all the tea. Went and got a Days Inn room, and they went and bought liquor. I'm 15. We went and bought liquor and everything. Just hung out there.
This is what happens when you don't let kids bowl.
All they had to do was let us bowl. Now I'm gonna turn to a
You
life
found
of
a
crime
different
and
kind
drug.
of bowl.
And you wanted your mom to know that you're not what?
So, like I'm drinking. We're drinking Kahlua and Seagram's dry gin. Fucking gross.
No, that's not at all good. I tried.
And,
I tasted it in my mouth right now, and it's not right.
It's not good. And then my cousin took out an apple. So the first bong I ever saw was an apple bong. And oh man, they did a can for like 20 minutes till my cousin was like, you can't do that. You can't smoke out of a can. And I didn't know because I never smoked before.
Right.
So now I'm
I did that
smoking
for
out of this
about
fucking
15
apple.
years on the road, by the way, until I
In a
realized
can?
that I got headaches every time from smoking the aluminum off the can.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
Apples, man.
I would travel
Apples,
with
man.
a quick interjection. I would travel with a push pin so I could make holes in the can and a lighter, and then I was good. And then I realized one day after the headaches kicked in that God wants us to smoke in hotels because they already provide for free in every hotel a dish of apples, a pen in your room. That's a shitty pen. You can just poke it and throw it away.
That lobby is clutch at 3 a.m.
Boom. So clutch.
That lobby is like, oh, fuck, I passed them Granny Smiths on the way in here.
Or sometimes they have a bowl of them in the hotel gym.
That's true.
That's a place they have
Yeah,
apples
they do have
sitting
apples in
around.
there sometimes.
But you don't
You never
ever
see
want-
somebody like lifting and walking over.
That's an apple.
Or go back to the.
That's an apple you're definitely going to wash off.
Yeah.
Some apples you're like, you'll roll the dice and be like, it looks clean enough. The apple in the gym
Yeah. Who
is
thought
like,
of that move?
I need soap.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, let's be healthy. We're in a gym, have an apple. It doesn't make sense, really.
What fruit would have been
Oranges,
worse?
too, sometimes.
Kiwi.
Which you can't smoke out of an orange.
Yeah, you can't smoke
which
out of an
is a
orange.
shame. 'cause
Have you
that would
tried?
be- Of course I've tried.
I've tried big time.
You made-
I mean, you'd probably put like
It's
two
really,
straws
you
in,
get a lot
maybe.
of juicy hits.
Yeah, true. It becomes an edible instantly.
Now that I smoke more regularly, I try, and I don't pack enough, or whatever. When I get to town, don't buy enough, don't pack enough, man, or like bring my tools. I try everything. I'm trying to MacGyver whatever, and I feel like, man, and then I try to think what my high friends would do. Like I sit down, write down lists and shit of like this could work with this burn fund. I've tried shampoo bottles.
Yeah, how's nobody thought of one with the toilet paper roll?
A good metal pen from a Marriott.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Because you disassemble sometimes like a spring in there.
You gotta get that spring out of there.
Yeah, you
Does
do.
anybody want to hear the rest of Tone's story about his first time?
No,
Because it's been a while.
I know, I
Oh,
was just
well,
thinking
here's
about
the end. I was getting to the end anyway.
that. I knew I was going to fuck up the flow of that story.
Here's the end. I get so fucking stoned for my first. I'm already drunk, but I'm like, oh, my first time being stoned, and I was like, I need to get some air, so I walked outside and I saw just a dude in a uniform walking up and with a badge, and I go back in. I'm like, holy shit, the cops are coming, and everybody. It was like go time. It was like shut it down. Everybody starts pouring liquor out and like flushing weed and all this kind of shit. My cousin Derek's the oldest, and so the dude just walks past. My cousin Derek walks out, and it was the custodian. It was just the janitor.
So he didn't do anything.
He didn't do it. He
didn't care.
He wasn't even coming to our room. He just walked right past, and I freaked the fuck out. And Derek was like, "Dude, you are freaking the fuck out." And that's that whole story.
I love that you respected the jangling of his keys like it was a badge.
I was freaked the fuck because I saw it was like all navy blue and just like a patch.
I respect that. I understand.
And being
that.
like 15 and high and drunk for the first time, oh my God, it wasn't my first time being drunk, but that was definitely my first time with the combo.
When was your first time being drunk? What age was
Around
that?
12.
No, I was like
9.
14. I think I was 14.
Okay.
All right. What was your first
That's
time?
respectable. Being drunk?
Yeah.
I don't even know because I think all the times that I tried it young, I didn't get drunk necessarily.
Really?
What were
your
you
first
attempting?
like drink and a half? Didn't
Yeah, because you
were like,
have sips, all the first times. Like a sip off of parents' drinks.
when your parents give it to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
LeBron James style.
My mom and dad would always drink rum and cokes, and they'd leave them sitting around, and then you forget which one is yours. And I hated the taste of it, and I still don't like it to this day. I don't think that's a
I
tasty
think
drink.
always is so funny to say when drinking.
Yeah.
Always drink, like wake up, rum and coke.
They would
Well,
always
Coke.
leave around a half-made gin and tonic with cinnamon and a stick slightly dusted on top.
And to
It's
make
like
my
they're
mom's
just
drink
around the
worse.
house like that movie Signs.
My mom did that thing where she would get her lipstick on the glasses. Like she'd take a sip of my drink, and then there'd be lipstick on the glass. And
Oh,
I didn't
that's
like
no
that
good.
taste at
Oh, that's the
all.
worst taste. And now you really don't know which drink is yours because there's lipstick on all the glasses too.
Yeah, so you just go around kissing all the glasses.
What was your first, like, if I drink, this is what I drink, outside of beer? Like if you're drinking.
Oh
question.
my God, my drink in college that I'd order in bars was a vodka Collins.
I remember that. What is it? It's like
It's just too sour though.
sour
It's a
that's an
soury
old
vodka
man
thing.
drink.
But it's also like a drink that like that's when the bartender always says, "Oh, I'm gonna need to see some ID." When somebody asks for,
Yeah.
there's all those drinks that are like the drink somebody doesn't drink will ask for.
I'll have an alcoholic Shirley Temple, please.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like when they ask for a Long Island iced tea or, a fuzzy navel or
Mai
something,
Tai.
and they look like they might be under 21, that's probably a good time to ID them.
Well, because remember how insane the Long Island was when
Oh,
you were a
it was-
kid, you order Long
you
Island
shut it
because
down with a Long
some
Island.
friend to you says, dude, they put every alcohol in, and you order it, and the guy's like,
Yeah.
You're like, oh
And that
shit,
sounds
six
good.
bottles?
yeah, it sounds good. You're like,
Using 6 bottles up in there?
I don't know how
It's
you
good
don't
for you
die
because
off
iced
those.
tea is just a good healthy beverage.
There's no
strong
tea in
point.
this drink.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's an Arnold Palmer after hours.
Yeah, but that was definitely another one that I had a phase of drinking those for a while in college, and yeah, I've had different. I always have
Tequila
a
Sunrise,
drink
I
at
had a big-
any point in my life.
I had a few tequila sunrise seasons.
Those are tasty, but I
It's
could
tasty.
see getting sick of that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gave it about a year and a half.
I
It
couldn't
made it-
drink
it made-
tequila for like 7 years after freshman year of college because I got drunk on just 7 shots of Patron Silver and I smelled it for years. I was like, I cannot do this. I was not efficient my freshman year of college. On Tuesday, Thursday, my first class of the day, swear to God, was 4:25 p.m. and I was late every week from sleeping in. It was at 4:25 p.m. Every week I'd be like, it's 4:09 and it's cross campus. Shit.
There's people coming home from work and you can't get to class.
That's still part of my
you have to drive?
workflow, which is why I'm considering running for president.
I'm for
Oh,
this.
finally, that's out of the bag, and it's perfect timing because that's a great tease for the next segment. Is we're going to come back and talk about Ben Gleib and his political aspirations, along with our first-time guest and never been high on camera before, Tone
This
Bell.
is going great.
I have no comment on that until after the break at the
Your
earliest.
dog is fucking magnificent, just chilling in that cage over there.
incredible?
Like,
This is-
could not. It seems so content.
I really lucked out with like the best dog in the world. Henry Horse is so lovely. We were dancing last night on my Instagram story right now. We are slow dancing as I sing him the All in the Family theme song.
All right, and with that, we're going to go to our first break. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
This one's for all the guys out there. Do you miss the days when you were always ready to knock boots? Oh, well, now you can increase your performance and get extra confidence in bed with BlueChew.com. BlueChew.com brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. They work up to twice as fast as a pill because they're chewable, and you can take them anytime, day or night. It's not just about dysfunction. Blue Chew is for any guy who wants to enhance their performance in the bedroom. And you get to avoid those awkward doctor visits or waiting at the pharmacy because it's prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package. Blue Chew is made in the USA, and since it ships direct, it's actually cheaper than a pharmacy. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code DOUG. That's just $5 shipping. That's BLUEChew.com, promo code DOUG to try it free. Blue Chew, the better, cheaper, faster choice. We're back, and there's so much going on. We're gonna. Alicia's here with Pod Topics, but before we get into that, personal topic for one of my guests today. Ben Gleib, do you have something that you'd like to announce? And I'm very excited that you're saying this on my show live, in front of maybe up to 1,000 people right now.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've been thinking a lot about it, and the world is in a very strange place. The world is not in a place I would say any of us are proud of how the country's being run, about how our lives are going, as far as freedoms, being able to have a chill country again, which we haven't had in a long time. Like, make America chill again. How about that?
Say it.
I like it.
That's all we need.
Say it again.
You know, we out here. That's a possible slogan.
What about us?
What about us?
I like that.
Yeah. How about Gleib 2020? He's not Trump.
Ooh.
Just
Also,
that, right?
Just
there.
have you
straight to
seen
the
my
point.
dog? Would be a good one.
Have you seen my dog? For sure, because my dog makes you fall in love. How are you gonna have red versus
Chill ass
blue?
dog. He's still here.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it.
How are you gonna make red versus blue mad at each other with my dog walking around? Think about that as a platform, okay? Another slogan I thought of, if I were to run it, I'm not addressing if I am or not, but I can't at this time. But another slogan
Well,
I
your
did think of
announcement
when
is that you can't address it?
You're tough, dude. You're a tough interviewer.
That's what happens when I
That shit
get high
just
and talk to
caught me
people.
off. That shit, I
You-
can't. Woo.
Yeah, I guess you made a great point. That's not much of an announcement if you don't announce something. That's a good point. I guess all I'm saying is, like, you know, people always talk about shaking up the country. Trump's always like, we're shaking it up, we're changing things. Yeah, but you got to shake it in the right direction. And
Which way are you shaking it?
left and right, you know.
Okay.
Left and right is like.
You bring it
Back and
together.
forth.
I don't mean liberal or conservative. I mean, it's
You
like,
bring it together. Yeah.
yeah, to bring it together. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing, for real for a moment. Why I've genuinely considered running for president is because our politicians are stupid. They don't know how to run the country in a way that we all get along as a basic core. That's insane. That should be the easiest to pull off. Hey, you live once. Let's all get along so we're not angry at our barbecues.
That should be a first bullet point.
Right? So they're failing at just making America a harmonious, lovely nation that we all grew up knowing it to be. That's the biggest crime against our common humanity, as at least as Americans. And so I'd love to help stop that. But I don't want to be president of the United States. I'd be good at it. I'd be really good. I know politics better than anybody. I know better than Trump for sure. But it's just a very intense life that is stuck in so much
So you're giving us a maybe.
red tape.
You're saying maybe.
This
at
is
this
a
point.
I think-
goddamn
well, here's the
great
thing.
maybe.
I'll say this, and I know I'm being a little long-winded, but it's a big topic. I'm sorry.
It's a good maybe.
One time I asked Cory Booker, who's running for president, at an event. He gave this big, amazing speech about all the things he wanted to do if he got elected to the Senate. And I raised my hand. It was actually the night that I met Natalie Portman. She was at this event as well. And I asked this question. She was kind of impressed.
Here's a
She was like,
campaign. Here's a campaign slogan for you.
Yeah.
I digress.
Fair enough. Sorry. True. Good point. Anyway, so I said to him, listen, I'm stoned. What is it? How are you going to blame me? I'm making the biggest announcement of my life. Or not.
Right.
Hey, I'm very proud to be a part of it. I just want you to know when this video goes viral.
So all I'm saying is, he gave this big speech, and I'm like, how are you going to achieve those things? Every politician says these great things. They get to office, and they get stuck in this red tape. Nothing ever gets done. It moves at a turtle's pace. You just run to your own cable network and complain about how broken it is. So what's the point? And he basically was stumped. He looked at me and he said, not stumped, but he said, honestly, you know, our system is broken, and because of that, it's often much more effective to remain an artist or an activist. And that's how you make bigger impact and faster impact. And so that's why I don't want to be president, because I think I can be more effective at helping the country as a comedian. But that said, if the country need me,
Oh, it's one of
I
those.
see.
Because didn't
I'll do it.
You got to be a
That's how
write-in.
Biden talks about it, right?
They
It's
gotta
like,
write
oh,
you
if
in.
they really want me to, then I'll do it.
Right. I mean, it's a weird ego thing to be like, I must be president. Like, I think I'd be a good leader.
So this is your campaign is like, look, man, I'm saying, if you fuck with me, write your boy's name in.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
running.
Because I'm not
But
going to
if
get on
you
the
wanna fuck
ballot.
with me-
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Take an ink pen. Write
Take
down.
out the spring.
Write down. Hey, you're not gonna see my name, but if you want me, write your boy. Like write your boy in.
100%, because
That's
that's how you fix
Is this
campaign
not the
finance
slogan?
like this.
Is this not the slogan?
Write your boy in.
Vote
Write
because
your
it's
boy
too
in.
hard, and now you're adding that they have to remember a guy's name and write it down.
but
and
that's how
spell
they
it
know-
correctly.
that's how you
People
know they
don't know how
fuck
to
with
write.
you.
That's true.
No.
But anyway,
we'll
so-
get stamps out here. Go pick up a stamp.
Yeah, now they have to go visit the postal service, wait in lines. You're putting a lot of barriers to entry.
No,
Why are you trying to restrict the vote, Tone Bell?
Amazon send it. Somebody send it out. We'll get it sent out. Ben
All right,
Gleib,
well,
if
I'm
you
glad
want
that
me,
we took all that time for
write
that.
your
No,
boy
let me.
in.
for that non-announcement.
Okay, damn, you're good.
But-
Let's
if
see
you
how
do
you
want to
deal
write
with
your boy in.
the current issues that we're facing
I
with
love that.
marijuana and things that are happening in
Yes.
the world of pot topics.
Hot topic. Is this my cup? Has anyone used this cup?
Oh yeah. Well, no, he had two.
I had two. I
Oh,
think we
okay.
had two.
I didn't
That's
think we
all
get you a
right.
beverage.
I don't know why
I
you
didn't
had
notice.
to.
I thought they were
Would you-
enough.
you
No,
can-
no.
it's-
I'm good.
We're flying.
Man, that's happening
We got a
now.
beverage flying in.
I'm good.
Henry's the one that's good. He's just chilling over there.
I had a dog.
Beautiful.
Tiny horse.
Thank you.
Wow. It's been 60 years, but now the World Health Organization is finally going to change their stance on the medical benefits of cannabis. So there's two parts to this. The first part is that right now cannabis is Schedule 1.
Right.
It's,
Stupid.
THC is going to be moved down to a Schedule 4.
Ooh, nice drop.
And then CBD, they are recommending should be removed completely from international drug controls.
Someone's controlling CBD right now?
Yeah, they're just the god.
Put your time
They're
elsewhere.
worried about it, like it's bad, like you're gonna get high off it, and they don't know that you don't. It just makes you feel better.
That's
haven't
like
tried
it.
people who just won't try sushi.
Oh my God! Don't get me
worst kind of
started on those
person.
people.
The worst
Just
kind.
at least try it.
At least try it. That's
My
banana.
assistant right there,
Sorry.
Adrian,
Yeah.
will not try sushi. She's
Well, you know
like,
what you
"Ew."
do? Do you ease them in through a nice piece of eel because that tastes kind of chickeny
Yeah.
and warm?
I would say I think the
Or like
my
a
stance,
tamago.
Doug, on
That's
that.
like scrambled egg.
Yeah, tamago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
tamago,
stepping
bro.
stones
Tamago,
to
it took me a
this.
long time to try that, and then I'm like, oh, even this is good. These
It's
little
so
orange
good.
fish balls.
so
I
we
want
see
to
the
put
parallel.
soy
Thank
sauce
you.
on eggs now.
Which reminds me, and this is important. Like when I'm always remember that moment when Doug Benson said, "I want to put soy sauce on eggs now." It reminded me why I'm running for president. It's because, and why I think it's important. I said am running, and again, little. Consider it.
I feel like you said it as a question, so it's still indifferent.
Yeah.
I
Am
love
running?
somebody dropping out of a presidential race by saying, "When I announced that I was going to do it, I was high."
Exactly. Oh, you
I
reminded me.
was out of my mind when I said that.
Well, not out of my mind, just in a different part of my mind, and that brings me back to it. So, why I think I was willing to talk about it here is because this is how you make America chill again, is by embracing the things people like. I mean, Kamala Harris even just said it last night on the Breakfast Club radio show. She's like, weed brings
know she
people
did
joy.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, she just did Breakfast Club, admitted to smoking weed, inhaling, and said it makes people feel good. We need more joy, and endorse legalizing it. So I, of course, endorse legalizing that. So I don't, so yeah, I think it's so nice to talk about it here because this is the kind of conversation and chill attitude we need in this country a lot more than we have. And if more people watch Getting Doug with High and relax with their friends and family and like weren't so stressed, we'd do a lot better than we are right now.
This is a good platform. Yeah.
Set
Thank you.
CBD
Yeah, this
free.
is that.
Oh, somebody
Set CBD
in
free.
here started an applause break.
It was Henry.
That was really.
Henry was like,
Henry loves the applause. You can tell.
Henry's thrilled.
He's super into it. I bet he also loves lists of names. We've got a lot of Patreon people that we promise when people sign up and support us with the 420 Club that we will mention their name on the show. You know, nothing fancy. We just say it, like Lindsay Allen and Justin Gonzor. Lori. Someone just wants to go by Lori. Lori.
Lori.
great
Lori.
Americans
All right.
right there. Great
And there's-
Americans.
and
Thank you.
Here's a fun one. Barley Charcoals.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm changing Henry's name.
Yeah. That's a good
Barley
idea.
Charcoal.
Stephen Mosher, Stephanie
over.
Lazaro, Kelly, Jason Drucker, Sarah Hurdy, Jason Dubler Herman. I like that name, Jason Dubler Herman. And Ed
That's so he can be called
Berkey
the Dubes.
Jr. What's up, Dubes?
Dubes.
Okay, so I apologize for not getting to many of the topics.
Hey, that's all right.
I'm very grateful that
another
we
show
have
today.
a post show that
a
we now
post-show.
do where we can talk
Can I look
about
at this real quick?
Yeah,
the
that's a good
topics
one.
amongst ourselves.
Set CBD free.
What do you think? Should we get into that one real quick? We got time
Yeah.
for one if you
Yeah.
guys
Sure.
want to do it.
Sure, you want to do one?
Yeah, all right.
All right. Thanks, Ben. You really are chill.
Sorry, buddy. We should
That's
skip
a
because we
president
just
who
did. We already
cares
did
right
when we
there.
talked about CBD and I said it should be legal.
Yeah. So president who cares?
Yeah.
I want to do what you want to do, Doug. I'm sorry to, you know, like a good leader, I took
What
over
about
there,
Doob?
but I'm sorry.
What about Dube? Don't forget about Dube.
What up, Doob? Doob, I'm asking for your vote.
You know, at rallies, you should
Write
go
your
up and
boy
speak
in.
before him,
Oh, I already
because
have.
then he can call that setting the tone.
My tone setter, dude. Well, here's my.
Sorry, Lisa. Let's try to
alright.
get one in. Let's try to do one.
I don't know how much time we have, so here's a really short story that I actually just read about on the
I
car
love
over
it.
today. There were two gentlemen here in California who wanted to enter this abandoned house to get high in it, and then there was just this 1,000-pound tiger in it, and so
What?
then they, had to wrap
Is that a big
themselves
tiger?
out. Yeah, so
Well, it's
I
a
looked
tiger,
it up
so-
because
Oh,
they
it's a
called it
tiger.
an overweight tiger. So I was like, well, how overweight is it? And I don't know if it's male or female, but I think I read that males usually get up to like 670, and I think females were like 370 or 470. So this is
1,000 is
several
a fat
That's a lot of
tiger.
100
tigers.
pounds overweight tiger.
And they were just trying to do what?
Get high in
They
this
just wanted to get
house.
high in this abandoned house, and so right now they have no idea where this tiger came from.
Wait, did they get eaten? Are they okay?
No, they're fine. Everyone's good.
Was the tiger
got
friendly?
moved out of it. I don't know.
The guys just had to. They felt bad that there was
You
a
don't.
tiger
If
in
you
his
get
house.
out, you don't leave the
they
door
had to
open.
Call
Toss
somebody,
on
and then
themselves.
they had to drop a dime on themselves. Because
Yeah,
why
yeah.
were you in the house? Oh, we were wondering if there was tigers in there.
But could
We
you-
thought we heard somebody being enthusiastic about cereal.
Do you
So
get
we
high
went
and
in.
then make that phone call, or do you make that phone call and then get high? Do you go, yo, it is a tiger in this house, son. We gotta smoke. Or do you smoke and go, was that a tiger in that house?
Well, there's a quote from one of the
What do you
guys
do
who thought
first?
he was hallucinating because, I mean, they're there to smoke weed.
Was
and
it
then there's
after
just a
they smoked?
tiger. I don't know if they were already
Oh
high.
no!
If
Can
you
you imagine
imagine?
literally you've just finished
You're in an
smoking the
abandoned
smoke
house.
in an abandoned house.
You're a little scared already.
Cloud
The
of smoke?
smoke starts
Cloud
to
of
clear.
smoke.
In the
Billowing.
smoke, you see a fucking tiger face.
And it's a
Kinda-
fat one. It's one that's got humans in
I
its
kind of
belly.
suspect that they were high already because one of the guys was asked how big he thought the tiger was, and he estimated 300 pounds, and it was over 1,000.
Do
So
you see the tiger and go, fuck, that's a tiger? Or do you look to go, what the fuck is this?
Hey, Ben, can we do
missed
one
it.
of
I'm so
your?
sorry.
Write your boy in.
I missed it.
Can we do one of your puzzles?
Sure,
Well,
yes.
with
Oh.
Alicia still here, because she can help us figure it out.
Absolutely. So,
All right. So
I have a
tell
game
us
show.
how it works.
I have a game show on Netflix right now called Idiot Test.
oh Jesus, okay.
And it is a brain teaser game show
Oh boy.
where you will take a visual puzzle. We're going to look at a beautiful visual image, and you're going to solve the answer. Normally, it's timed on the show.
You just look at it and say what you think it is.
You have to identify what it is, then we'll reveal the slide. Then when I reveal the answer, when I say let's reveal the answer, we'll go to the reveal slide.
Is this one of the rounds? Does other things happen on the show, or is it
Oh
always?
yeah, no, the show, it's always these tests, but the money escalates in different ways. You go head to head against other people, the audience, like.
Can I win money now?
Absolutely
Okay.
not. It's not. That's not part of my economic plan for the country. Is not to give out pocket cash to Alicia, the news lady.
All right. Well, you lost my vote, sir.
Let's look at
I
it.
will pay you $5.
And
Can I Venmo you? I don't have cash.
She's not gonna get the
no,
puzzle.
I mean, okay,
There's
yeah,
some
okay,
Gotta
kazoo
get the
and a
puzzle
Xerox.
right before you
I've got
pay
2
out.
minutes
Man,
to
really
solve
thinking
this
ahead.
right now.
Yeah,
Strong
they're
point.
tough puzzles, right?
Really
Very
foreshadowing
strong
this.
point, Doug.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Your idiot
Okay,
test starts
here we
now.
go.
Okay.
So we're just supposed to say what
Oh,
this is.
it's missing the question on top. The
Yeah,
question's supposed to
like,
be on screen
I'm like,
there
oh, man.
without the question. And they revealed the answer. Thanks a lot.
The answer is that glowing
The
light.
lady
Okay,
behind
yep,
the desk.
please don't do that again. But all right, pause it there and I'll explain.
I still think it's the tree.
I'll stop it. Pause it here. Pause it, whatever it is. Please. My Bible comes, Jerry Seinfeld. Pause it.
Please do
All right, I
it
think it's
right.
pot
You're
Okay.
making pot smokers look bad.
Although I know with that next one, I'm going to
Am I
embarrass my
supposed to
family.
All right, so we'll do this one now.
Okay, so yeah, you have
Okay.
a $1 bill. How many sodas can you buy?
And so does that mean maximum number of?
Yeah, just however you interpret the question. What would you touch as the answer on that image?
Oh, I see.
You have a $1 bill. How many sodas can you buy? Donald Trump,
I
your
feel
idiot
like there's
test
a trick
starts
to
now.
this.
There's always a trick. You have to use your brain to deconstruct what's going on here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can buy 8.
That's what I'm going
You have
with.
$1.
gonna
You're gonna buy 8?
No, okay.
How
I
you gonna
guess.
do that?
15 cents each. I get 8 Diet Bubbles.
No, you're
Interesting.
going to get 4. Yeah. Right?
No, I mean you wouldn't get 8.
You wouldn't get 8, but like,
We're all bad at math here, clearly. I'll hire an economy
Man.
guy.
now people are whispering the right answer. I can't hear it.
Oh, it says quarters only. See, that's the part I was not paying
quarters
attention
only.
to.
Okay, I knew
Gotcha.
there had
So
to be
if
some
it's
extra
quarters
piece.
only,
And you have a
$1
$1
you can't
bill.
Get any of them.
Boom, Alicia solved it.
0. Because they also give you options there, right? So now this the 0 can will light up.
Correct.
There you go. And now you pay her $5.
Man, that is a good puzzle.
She
I'm
did
gonna
This
get
would be a
Venmo
phone
you
app. I would play
$5.
this.
I'm gonna Venmo you $5 when the
Thanks.
show's done. You want to do another one?
It's more layered than I thought
Okay,
it
let's
was.
do
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more, and then we got to go to break.
I hope
and,
it's the coffee stand one. It's
get
not,
more
but okay.
fucked up.
Skip to the next one. Skip to the next. All right, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That looks so tasty right now.
This cake has 800 calories. How many calories will it have after slicing it twice?
800.
800.
Yeah, it'll stay the
guys.
same.
Good job. Good job. Let's do one more, please, because that one is not my fave, and I don't know.
Oh.
Which eggs are
Eggs
over
are
easy?
over easy, the scrambled ones.
Why?
Because they're over the word easy.
Well done.
$10.
I should be on your
I'll
show.
Venmo you $10.
I'm going to compete.
Idiot Test on Netflix.
Well, thank you, Alicia.
Thanks, Alicia.
Next episode we'll probably have more time for pod topics, so definitely reach out to her on Twitter.
I'd
If
also
you
like
have
to have
any
you there.
great ideas.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
And Ben Gleib for president, everybody.
Love your vote.
We'll be
Tell
right
us
back
what
with the Dab King is standing by.
Hilarious.
We're back. Ben is periscoping.
No, this is my Instagram story.
Instagram story.
There's my dog Henry in the background.
There he is. Oh, his tail wags when you say his name.
Yeah, he's like magical.
Henry's Hake, write your boy in.
Write your
Yeah.
boy in. Write your boy in.
All right,
Gleib
yeah,
2020.
So Ben Gleib is kind of running for president, more so than any other person I know. So I'm excited about that.
Thank you, buddy.
I want to know somebody in politics now because it just you just want to be
here,
able to
there.
you just want to be able to bend their ear and see what's going on.
America can bend my ear.
Is this camera? Am I crazy, or does this camera have
Have a
like a
cable in the
cord,
middle of
like
it.
the
Oh,
cable, like
definitely
right
does.
in the middle?
That is funniest.
People hate that seat at comedy clubs.
Oh my god.
Behind the pillar.
You know you got a stone cameraman when the cable's in front of the lens and he doesn't see it. You can't see it.
No, it's amazing. All right, so the Dab King is here.
Hello.
And he has brought his Taylor Rizzo, and some of the social media.
That's
and
me.
He's got this dab rig that we got at the Emerald Cup last year, and we've been just using it on the show ever since. It's fantastic. The last time you were on the show, Ben, was Taylor part of the crew? Did you have to do
believe
dabs?
so.
Did you
I
do
think
it?
We did. I don't remember if I did it. I remember
might
one
have said
time
no.
at the Pemberton Festival, you offered me a dab. I think I smoked it then.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've done it on the show.
Yeah.
I don't
not
think I've
sure.
done it on the show, and this probably isn't the time.
Right, because you got to go edit.
No, because I gotta go run. I gotta go talk to voters around the country and get to know the
Oh,
problems
that's
of
true, right?
America.
He
has to
did
go sign
make
up for
that
his
announcement
GoFundMe.
that he might have to do something
Well, I am.
in the way of.
I can definitively announce this, Doug. I am this weekend in Minnesota at the Mall of America because it's America's Mall, and it's Valentine's weekend. I am starting what is called Ben Gleib's. It's called Ben Gleib for President Exploratory Comedy Tour.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I'm doing that on Valentine's Day in America's Mall is because I'm in love with this country. And I say we got to put the try.
You're giving people the opportunity to pay
Back in
to
country.
listen to you, say what's on your
Say words
mind,
and stuff.
what you want for this country, and then at the end of the show, you can ask them how many want to support you.
By buying my CD from 8 years ago.
Now, will you
No,
be,
I'm kidding. And of course, help us with our campaign.
This is perfect. This is
will
like.
you be working the night of February 22nd at 10 p.m. when my Showtime special
No,
Can't Cancel This comes on?
I offered you to come do the party in my house. Remember, you didn't,
That's right.
you didn't reply
That's
to that
right.
text.
We have to. Well, I'll text you.
You
after this.
suggested it at dinner, and then you
I
didn't text
did.
back.
I was high at that dinner.
All right, fair enough. He was like, "I'm gonna do his Showtime special debuts on February 22nd, called Can't Cancel This," because he's been in a bunch of canceled pilots until before his successful show happened.
Just like shows. Just a lot of
Canceled shows. I mean, sorry. All right, all
Also
all
Disjointed.
those NBC series
Also
and Disjointed on Netflix. Awesome show with Kathy Bates, and so I forgot what we were talking about.
My Showtime special.
Oh, you're right.
Are you working that night?
No, I'm not
February
working.
22nd at 10 p.m.
You should come over and do the party. Would you come hang with us, Doug?
Maybe.
My house is chill. You think Henry's chill? Wait till
What's
you
the
see my
date
house.
again?
February 22nd. Friday, right?
Yeah.
Friday,
And
February 22nd. Where will I be?
I think I'm wearing this.
My Amazon Prime special, when it debuted on Showtime,
I'll be in New
was on
York.
a Friday also.
I'll
You'll
be in New York, yeah.
Okay, so we'll count you in.
Sorry.
You want to Skype in?
Skype
Doug
in,
will be there.
Because there's nothing I like to do more when I'm in New York is not go out and enjoy myself. I want to Skype to somewhere else.
Can I ask you a question?
I want to sit in a corner Skyping when I'm in New York fucking city.
Why?
Hello,
Why is that what you want to
2019.
do? It's weird.
Listen, you're going to
Some
encounter a
people
lot of
travel.
sarcasm
FOMO,
out on the
baby.
campaign trail.
It's a real disease.
Also, Trump would love to charge people to see his speeches,
gonna
and
steal
that's
that.
what you're going to be doing.
Already doing it.
People have to pay to get in to hear you talk about wanting to run for president.
But it's perfect because it's like that's a real way to generate an economy is from people volunteering to
That's a real
pay for
donation.
stuff.
That's a
it's
real
a real donation
Yeah,
instead
well,
of
that's Trump was saying the same thing.
You gotta get
yeah.
this,
That
you
I
gotta
agree
get
with him on to a degree.
You gotta get this thing going though.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to transition to this.
I mean, I don't know
feel
what, I don't
really
know what you
comfortable
want
with
your
it.
hand thing to be, but you got to figure out
I
what
do a
your
lot
hand.
of this. I go like this.
But also in campaign finance, the
you gotta
people
be
don't get
anti-guns.
laughter. They don't get to have a good time
Right.
when they donate their money.
Right.
They'll donate to your campaign
Exactly.
by coming to the show and have
Exactly.
some laughs.
Exactly. You're gonna have one of the most fun nights of your life when
Yeah.
you donate to the campaign.
Man, that presidential
best
candidate
medicine.
is hilarious.
Exactly. And I take pictures for free. I do have merch you can
That
buy.
maybe
but-
dude, that dude who's like, I might run, but I might not. Dude is hilarious. I definitely might kind of vote for him.
Yeah, look, I mean, anybody who says I'm for sure running, to me it's so weird. All of a sudden, 9 senators and congresspeople in the last week are like, I'm running for president. So am I. So am I. It's like, all just jumping up. Great, but based on what do you decide? Do you know that you need to be president of the United States? It's a weird move.
And it's those ridiculous 9-person debates where you're all from the same party and essentially agree, where you just have to dig up some shit on everybody or be a complete asshole to everybody, which is why that's what put Trump in the driver's seat, is going up against 8 people instead of one competent one.
100%.
You know,
Just
that's
tear
where he
down all the
really
people that you
built up his
eventually support.
popularity. He was tearing down all these
Yeah.
dickheads he was up against.
The thing he's most amazing at, he's just brilliant at communicating and brilliant as like a roast comic. The guy's like Don Rickles of president.
He ruined Jeb Bush
Yeah.
fucking from jump.
He's the Don Rickles of president. He's
it's a
like,
show. He makes it a
okay,
show.
You're
He makes it a
stupid.
show.
You're low energy. You're done. You're fat. You got a weird arm.
I'm
you
sorry
got a
I brought
strange
it
thing.
up. I
You're
didn't know the
dark.
impression would come back again.
Did I do it last time?
As much as you don't
You
want
did
to
it
watch it, you
briefly.
gotta fucking watch
You
it.
slipped it in there a little bit, yeah. I mean, it's a
in
good-
all of our brains.
It's a good impression, but it also makes me sad.
I mean, I'll go on the record saying this. I get offended, and all respect to Alec Baldwin, but when people say your Trump impression is an impression of Alec Baldwin, I'm like, fuck you on that, because his is very one note. It's great, but his is just every single sentence he says it's exactly in this exact tone of voice. There's never any other choice, ever. And mine's a lot more nuanced. He goes here. Sometimes you don't know. No, can't do it. Can't do it. So I mean, I'm just saying.
All right, now I like it again.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was in the hand zone almost.
But that's
Took
how
one to
people
the
learn to
nose.
do impressions,
Sometimes
is
you
just
gotta
from the
debunk.
person who found that
You
one
gotta debunk
thing.
that shit. You gotta put it
And
out
then
there.
it's impressions of impressions is what a lot of people are
A
doing.
lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm OG, but
Like anyone can go, not gonna do it. You know, you're just impersonating Dana Carvey.
When I was a kid, I did that all the time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be president.
Yeah, and it's just Carvey, but
You have to find your voice of that
he figured
person.
it out because that's not what
Dropping
he
knowledge.
sounded
Yeah,
like.
what's
really.
your
Exactly. He was so smart with that. What's that?
You got to find your Trump, your version.
That is my Trump.
The Trump inside
Alec
you.
Baldwin has to
Yeah,
find his
Yeah,
Trump.
yeah, that's exact. You felt me.
We all have to get the Trump
Gotcha.
inside us
You gotta-
out.
Yeah.
We got to get the Trump out of our bodies.
That's why no
guys.
one was ever funny as Obama, because he's not. There's nothing silly
You can
about
only be
Obama.
accurate. You can only be
He's
accurate,
just
which is
dignified,
Right. Yeah.
Like, and that's not that funny after a while.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
the silly thing about Obama was just how, for being known as the greatest speaker ever, seemed to never be able to think of a word. He was always like,
Better word, better word, better word, better word.
another thing.
That's what's going on in there. You just flipping through the thesaurus.
Oh, yeah.
Stop right there.
You guys don't even want me to do my Obama impression because it's amazing.
Can I hear that, please?
I'm doing it exclusively in the clubs right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not doing it on the internet.
Wow. You're not going to give us a little taste? I
It's my,
announced the
it's my
presidential
big
run.
closer. It's my big closer.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we get like
I'm
a,
gonna
like,
close with it tonight at the Comedy Store.
how about 3 seconds?
And
of
after
it?
that, I'm gonna say, follow that, Coco. Joey Diaz is on the show too,
I thought you meant Conan O'Brien.
right? Or
yeah.
the
That could have also meant that.
Puff.
or the sign language gorilla.
Isn't there a lady guitarist named Coco?
The hot drink. The comedian.
Or was Coco the main simian in that movie Congo? Oh
That
my
sounds
God.
right.
We're down to 2
Jeez.
minutes.
All right.
So
Wanna do
you
a
guys,
dab?
we might as well let them both dab.
Well, I can- I am-
I'm skipping
Unless
that.
you guys don't want to dab?
I'm scared. But
As a
I do
candidate,
want to be
I
here
draw the
for
line,
it.
but I'll be here for
I want to
it.
be here for it, but
I embrace you guys.
That's perfect. That's perfect because we were
do
gonna
it?
have to rush through it. But if you guys aren't doing
One
it,
of my
we got
old co-stars
plenty
of
of time.
Disjointed.
Oh, nice.
Dad with me. This one time, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And so like that's why I was like I don't know if I can do because I took a very small one that night. He took a huge one, and I was like, dude, he was the freest I've ever seen anybody be.
That's you got to be smart. You got to.
Yeah, but we're just sitting here though.
Manage.
You wouldn't act that crazy after.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
think.
gave you a small one too.
But
I'm not ready.
But you've done them in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cohen's one of my
you
very
don't have
close
to prove
friends. You know that,
anything.
Doug?
I do know that. That's how this whole booking came together. Is
Hey, man.
let's get the two of you guys on.
Remember?
here.
Do you remember when we were in Cabo for that festival?
Oh my God, the most fun
and
thing
then
ever.
we stole scooters.
We did not steal them. We rented those.
Well, we didn't
scooters.
rent them, but
we created a bike gang.
We kept them 4 hours too long, and then went to the only bar I guess Americans go to, and they just walked up like, "We need this scooter."
They did do that.
And they were like, "How did you know we were here?"
Okay, guys, we got 30 seconds to do all of your plugs, guys. Thank you for being here. The show Fam is on Thursday nights, 9:30, 8:30 Central Time. First 1 hour comedy special premieres on Showtime on Friday, February 22nd. And you can see him in the movie Little with Regina Hall. And it's in theaters April 12th. Ben Gleib is possibly going to do something. And he's also got a podcast called Last Week on Earth at Kevin Smith's Podcast Network. And, you have a tour called Surrounded by Idiots?
That's the tour I'm announcing that I'm suspending to launch the Ben Gleib for President exploratory comedy.
Boom. Perfect.
Boom.
Thank
Both
you,
apply.
Alicia. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, guys. And we'll see you at a pre-tape show next week. Not even looking at it.